We love Indian food in Denmark. So it has been nice coming here to have real Indian food. I always order a butter chicken. We know a little bit. We know about the arranged marriage things, which is very different from in Denmark, where all the marriage, if you even get married, many people don't get married at all.
Yeah.
But every marriage is love marriage, where you meet each other, dating for many years. Maybe you will have kids without being married, or maybe you will never get married. That's different. We know about that. Everyone knows India because it's this huge country. Just know it's big and chaotic. We see India as this huge, chaotic country with a lot of people, a lot of colors, a lot of smells and herbs. I like all these beautiful buildings you have, like these.
नमस्ते दोस्तों, मेरा नाम है विजय ठाकुर और मैं आपका स्वागत करता हूं आपके YouTube चैनल इंडिया हर्ट्स में। आज हैं हम हिंदुस्तान के दिल्ली की जामा मस्जिद में, जिसको बनाया था शाहजहां ने 1650 के आसपास। हमारे साथ हैं हमारे विदेशी मेहमान जो पहली बार भारत घूमने के लिए आए हैं। ये अभी गोवा घूम के आ चुके हैं। आज दिल्ली में इनका पहला दिन है, जामा मस्जिद में आए हैं। इसके बाद ये राजस्थान जाएंगे। सर, वेलकम टू इंडिया।
Thank you.
सर, व्हाट्स योर नेम?
My name is Søren.
Swan.
Yeah, close.
What does it mean?
It means nothing. It's just the name.
Okay.
Yeah.
And from which country you belongs to?
I am from Denmark.
Ah, great.
Yes.
Denmark is a green city, you know.
It's almost like a city compared to how big India is. Yeah.
The population is as high as we have here in Delhi. Delhi's population is 30 million.
Yeah, in all of Denmark, we're only 6 million. So small country.
So Delhi is half of Denmark. Okay. When you reached here, sir?
To Delhi, I arrived yesterday.
Okay.
And to India, I arrived 2 weeks ago.
Okay. Where have you been in these 2 weeks?
I started going to Mumbai.
Okay.
For 2 days, just to see the city, to meet an old friend there from India. So she took me around, showing me the city. It's amazing. And then we went to Goa, where I was for 1.5 weeks, enjoying the summer, the beaches. Back home in Denmark, it's cold and snowy right now, so it's amazing to be at the beach.
True. And now you are here in Delhi.
Yes.
How long you will stay here?
In Delhi, I will stay for 1 week.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you will fly to Jaipur.
I don't need to go to Jaipur, and I also need to go to Jaisalmer.
Jaisalmer.
Yes.
Jaisalmer.
Yes. And then back home.
Oh, sand dunes. You will see the sand dunes of Jaisalmer.
Exactly.
In Denmark, what people think about India?
In Denmark, I mean, we see India as this huge, chaotic country with a lot of people, a lot of colors, a lot of smells and herbs and, stuff like that. We don't hear much about what's going on in India, actually. We know there was the big election last year, but otherwise we don't hear much about India, actually. Of course, everyone knows India because it's this huge country, but we don't hear much about politics. We don't hear much about how life is in India. We just know it's big and chaotic.
Does people know about Indian culture in Denmark?
We know a little bit. We know about the arranged marriage things, which is very different from in Denmark, where all the marriage, if you even get married, many people don't get married at all.
Yeah.
But every marriage is love marriage, where you meet each other, dating for many years. Maybe you will have kids without being married, or maybe you will never get married. So that's different. We know about that. And what else do we know? We have a lot of Indian restaurants in Denmark. We love Indian food in Denmark too. Yeah. So it has been nice coming here to have real Indian food, even though it's also good in Denmark, but it's better here, of course.
What is the difference between Indian food here and the Indian food you have in Denmark?
It's a bit more spicy here.
Here it is more spicy. Great.
It's more spicy. But everyone always asks, how spicy do you want the food? So if I say medium, it's fine. But medium, in Denmark, it's not as spicy. No.
Medium means for Denmark people, for European people, it's very high.
It's very spicy, It would be very
spicy. It's very
exactly.
spicy.
Yeah.
So what do you like in Indian food in Denmark?
I always order a butter chicken in Denmark. I love that.
Okay.
And then I love the papadons. The papadons.
Okay.
Yes. I love those too.
Okay.
The bread with the crispy small bread.
I got it. Now, see, when you came to India, you must be having when before I went to Denmark, I had an image.
Yeah.
It's a city of landscape, greens and everything, and
Yeah.
all those Persian wheels and everything. That was my image.
Yeah.
Now, when you came to India, before that, what was your image in your mind? And now, after visiting here, staying here for 2 weeks,
Yeah.
whether that image tarnished or it has improved or whatever.
Yeah, I see what you're asking.
Mm.
My image before coming was that it was kind of a hard country to travel in. That
Okay.
maybe I would feel unsafe sometimes,
Huh?
but it has been super easy and everyone has been so nice and sweet. So I have not felt unsafe at all.
Okay.
Even though when I was traveling, everyone at home said, "Oh, take care, watch out for crazy things." But I haven't experienced anything. Everyone has been so nice and so sweet and so helpful. So it feels way safer as a tourist than I thought. So in that
Oh.
way, it has been only kindness here.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else you like here in India in 2 weeks? Yeah.
I like all these beautiful buildings you have. Like these looks
Okay.
very different from in Denmark.
Okay.
And I also like that everything is not that structured. Back home, I'm used to a life where everything is structured. You drive in one side of the road. You don't honk. You don't do like this.
Zigzag driving.
People are silent. Everything works, but it can also be a little bit boring. So it's fun to be a place where things are more
Chaotic.
noisy and busy and
chaotic.
unstructured and dirty maybe as well. Yeah.
Acha, this is what
Yeah.
you like in India. Now, what you think India should do to improve its image, or what bad thing you find here in India? Every country has its negative thing,
Yeah.
It's not I'm talking anything against
No,
India,
no.
but what you find negative in India?
Yeah, I'm a bit sad when I see all the trash. There's a lot of trash in the nature and by the roads.
Okay.
That's a bit sad. And it's also sad that it seems like, for instance, when I was in Goa, I think a lot of young people go there to work for a season. But many of these people were sleeping, just in the restaurants on the floor and stuff like that. Sometimes I can feel a little bit sad for that.
Oh,
So
okay.
they're there to just help the tourists, but do they have it nice themselves? But I think they have. But
They are not organized basically. Indian needs to be more organized, more disciplined rather.
yeah, maybe.
maybe.
Yeah. And then I
Anyway.
would wish it was less noisy at the streets. My last hotel was next to a big road.
Okay.
And it was noisy of all the honking and
That is there. You are staying somewhere in Paharganj.
yes, but I have my room is away from the street, so now it's silent and it's nice. Yeah.
Pollution, Denmark vis-a-vis India.
Pollution.
Yeah, pollution.
I don't feel much pollution right now, but it's true. I read like a couple of months ago you had a lot of pollution here in
It just rained a
Delhi.
few days back.
Yeah,
That's
so
why
I
it's
think
very
I
shiny.
think
And
I'm lucky, and the sky is blue, and it doesn't smell or anything. But it's true. It's also sad with the pollution. But I haven't experienced that in my trip now. But back home in Denmark, it's also not pollution at all.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway, wishing you a very happy journey in
Thank
India.
you.
And
Thank
we'll
you.
be in touch